Hi, hello, and welcome to another video by the scientist formerly known as Nigeli. As announced in a previous video, I'm going to show you how to make this beautiful hand lantern from soda cans. A lantern is a portable source of lighting, typically featuring a protective enclosure for the light source, historically usually a candle, to make it easier to carry and hang up and make it more reliable outdoors. To make this lantern completely suitable for outdoor use, the housing was made from soda cans. In order that you see from what this lantern is made of, I take one apart. First we remove the dome, then we remove the glass, and in the end we have the lantern main structure. As the soda can is very light, concrete was poured into the bottom part. In order to show you the performance of the candle, under worst case conditions, I placed it into the shower and here near a hairdryer. To realize this hand lantern, you need the following parts. 2 soda cans with different diameters, a bigger and a smaller one, and a glass from a spaghetti sauce. The general process is the following. First, we make the lantern main structure, which is a square-shaped soda can. Then we cut the glass. The third step is to make the dome, and then we pour concrete into the lantern main structure. The fifth step is to put everything together, and the last step is to attach a handle. In detail, the lantern main structure is made in the following way. First, remove the ink from the soda can as shown with the arrow, and then you remove the top and the bottom of your shiny soda can, and the last step is to bring it into a square-shaped form. Step number 2 is cutting off the glass. So take your spaghetti sauce and cut the middle out of it to make a protective enclosure for the candle. The third step is how to make the dome. This is prepared from the smaller soda can, and again first remove the ink from the soda can and then cut the shiny soda can to size and then detach the dome. In order to have a very low center of gravity, pour some concrete into the lantern main structure. And then we combine already everything, the lantern main structure, the dome and the glass. So put everything together. And then as a final step, we attach the handle. So if you like what you see so far, please support my channel by hitting the subscribe button. Check out all my other videos how to remove the ink from soda cans, and especially for this hand lantern we need the one how to make square shaped soda cans. The link to the video is given in the upper right corner. So let's start with the process how to make the lantern main structure in detail. We start from a square-shaped soda can that is put over a piece of wood that we use as a support. With the edding marker, we are going to indicate the flaps that we will bend over to make the bottom part of the lantern main structure. Use scissors to make the cuts along the edges. Then bend over the flaps over the supportive wood. Okay, nice. As a next step, we are going to indicate the windows on the lantern main structure with the edding marker. Use a knife to cut along the side lines and the line near to the top. This is already everything we have to do to make the lantern main structure. Now we come to the second step, where we cut the glass out of a spaghetti sauce. First, remove the paper around the glass. Then place the glass on the glass cutter. I bought mine on AliExpress. You will find a link in the description below the video, but you can easily do it yourself. I'm not the guy wearing a helmet all the time, but for glass cutting I strongly recommend you to wear gloves. There are already tons of videos how to cut glass, so I will not repeat the entire procedure in detail. My only tip is to go around the glass just once. Then pour boiling water over the cutting section, and thereafter pour very cold water over the same section. Repeat this various times until the glass will fall off. Repeat the same procedure with the other side of the glass.
Super.
The next step will be the making of the dome. Take the smaller soda can where you have removed the ink and cut it in 2 parts. Place an edding marker on top of the glass and then draw a line around the soda can. With scissors, reduce the height of the soda can to the indicated line. Then we change to the second part of the soda can and we detach the dome. With a knife, make a strong groove around the bottom part. Use flat nose pliers to release the dome completely. Drill a hole into the top of the soda can. With a prepared cardboard circle, I indicated the middle of the dome and drilled another hole. Fix the dome onto the soda can with a screw. We could not use the dome with this configuration as the candle would not get enough oxygen to burn constantly. Therefore, we need to indicate some holes. We will make this indication along the edges of the square-shaped soda can. Use a piece of scrap wood as support and make holes. Enlarge the holes with scissors. Bring the holes to the desired size by using a drill. Then carefully sand the inside of the soda can so the glass can later on slide up and down easily. Now we come to the fourth step where we pour concrete into the lantern main structure. The concrete mix is made by myself. Usually I use 3 parts of sand and 1 part of concrete that I mix in a small bowl. Then I add 1 part of water. The bottom part of the lantern main structure is closed with some tape. Then pour the concrete inside the lantern main structure. Shake it a little bit to remove air bubbles. After the concrete has dried, we bend the windows over the concrete. In order not to use any kind of glue that maybe would be not durable outside, we use a stapler to fix the windows that were bent over the concrete. The method of fixing aluminum sheets together with a stapler was already proven successfully in my video about making a pinwheel from soda cans. Now we combine the lantern main structure, the glass and the dome in the 5th step where we put everything together. By the way, the holes in the dome here were not forgotten. This is just another version where I made a slit on top in order that the dome does not get too hot. And now we already come to the last step where we attach the handle. This step is optional. Make 2 small cuts on 2 sides of the lantern main structure and then enlarge those cuts with scissors. Then fix the eyelets with pliers into the pre-cut holes. Bend a piece of wire into the shape of a handle and then enter it through the holes of the eyelet. Bend the inside of the wire back so the handle cannot fall off. Place the glass and the dome back into the lantern main structure and you're through with your hand lantern made from soda cans. As you can see on this picture, it also works perfectly as a grave light. And outside it withstands heavy rain. So if you like that project, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Stay creative and so on.